Hi guys, my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. So today I want to talk to you guys about the 2015 film Howl. This film was recommended to me by 1A and Zachary, and I have to admit I'm not really a huge fan of this one, but I think some of you guys out there might like it. I'm just not really into, I'm gonna say it, werewolves. So this film centers around a train and a guy who's actually doing the managing job. I think he's like the ticket guard, I don't know what you call it, at night on this train. So he's doing the night shift. So he's patrolling up and down the train and he's checking people's tickets. And as he's doing this, you kind of get to know who's on the train, like very stereotypical characters. Then he decides to take a nap. And he is awoken by his nap when the train comes to a screeching halt. The driver gets out and there is a wolf-like creature found underneath the train, and then the driver disappears. So no one knows what's happened to the driver and they're all kind of stuck in there. And then, I mean, it's a horror movie, you guys can guess what comes next. They are pretty much attacked by these wolf human creatures. So there are a few good things about this movie, one being the werewolves. The special effects kind of makeup, I don't know how they did this one, CGI. It wasn't actually so bad, and I'm not really one for monsters in movies, obviously except for Creature from the Black Lagoon, and I guess Frankenstein's monster doesn't really count as, I mean he counts as a monster, but he's a human, he's Boris Karloff, he's not, you know, like a animal. So I'm not really scared of animals in movies, except for monkeys. I fucking hate monkeys, but that's a whole different story. But in this one, I actually thought that the werewolves were kind of realistic looking and kind of creepy. And then there was also this great part where, obviously, as I said before, someone gets bitten, and the way they turn and the makeup and the teeth they get, it's quite good acting, and I appreciated that. It was more of like the 80s creepy vibe. I really enjoyed that part, but I'm sorry, let's get on to the negative stuff. One thing that I couldn't stand in this movie was all of the characters were utterly annoying, especially the main ticket guy. He was just a wimp and he was annoying, and he just, I don't know, he just had no redeeming qualities. He wasn't charming. He kind of liked this girl and it really didn't go anywhere and it was strange. And then they have like a few dickheads actually on the train. This girl who's very whiny, very self-entitled, and then they have this guy who's, he's just a bit of a snake in the bushes. What is that what you call it? Snake in the forest, snake in the grass. I don't know what you call it. But anyway, he's kind of like the evil character and he's kind of pushing people out of his way. And then there's the old people who are like in the way all the time because they're slow, and I just didn't really care enough about anybody. There was one lady that was kind of okay, but then she also was awful at the same time, and obviously that does not make a good horror movie for me personally, because I can't get invested or care about if these people are going to turn into werewolves or get bitten by werewolves if I don't like them. And then the second thing was the cheese factor in this movie was very high. The movie's called Howl, and what do? They howl, and this howling noise is just beyond cheese, and I can't really come back from that. I also felt this movie was very predictable, and the actors were very overdone. They were overacting. It was just too much cheese for me, and the predictability is kind of weird because it also goes into play that nothing really much happened in the movie. There wasn't a lot of action, there wasn't any subplots, so it was kind of just them trapped on a train. The things I did like was the werewolves. I thought they looked really cool, and obviously some of them were just people with latex and makeup, but I thought it was done really well and very 80s. I thought it's okay if you like werewolf movies, but I'm very particular about the werewolf movies I like. I really like American Werewolf in London and Ginger Snaps. Obviously the original Wolfman, and actually the remake is kind of cool because it gives some winks, but this is a different movie. This is Howl, and this movie is a bit modern and a bit nothing going on and a bit predictable. And if you're a fan of werewolves, sure, check it out, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really don't think it's worth the watch. And I'm really sorry because I hate when I talk really badly about movies that you've recommended. Obviously, if you like werewolves, I'm sure you'll like this film. It just wasn't for me, but I really do appreciate your recommendations. I'm gonna give this one a personal score of 3, a scare score of 2, and originality score of 3. Not a fan of this one, but maybe you guys are if you like train movies and if you like werewolves. Please check it out. Let me know in the comments down below if you like this film, because each to their own, guys, no judgment. I hope you guys are having a great day, and actually if you like this film, let me know what you liked about it. And I'll see you guys later. Stay spooky. Bye.